continuing our run across the USA by looking at recommended races in the state of Montana. Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. If this is your first time here, then welcome to the Run the USA series, where we take a look state by state at the most highly recommended races in each state. I talk to runners, I look at race review websites, I go onto running forums, I compile all the information, and I bring it here for you. So if you are looking for a new race to run, perhaps in a different state, or maybe one in your own state that you didn't know about, this is a great resource for you to check some new ones out. As usual, I'm going to have links to all the race websites down in the description below. There is going to be a link up here and also down in the description in case you have missed the rest of the series so far. But today we are continuing with the state of Montana. Start in the 5K category with the Madison River Run in Ennis in July. For many years, the Madison River Run was a local fun run that generally attracted 50 to 60 runners from Madison County and the rest of southwest Montana. It's still a local fun run, and it still attracts runners from southwest Montana, but this is just the beginning. The Greater Yellowstone Adventure Series has partnered with Willie's Distillery, a small batch distillery in Ennis, for this event. Willie's Distillery is owned and operated by the Blazer family. The Madison River Run, aka the Water to Whiskey 5K, is always on a Saturday. It's the foundation for a perfect weekend of fun in southwest Montana. There's a chance to do a 5K, taste some of Montana's finest spirits at Willie's Distillery's tasting room, and have a great lunch in downtown Ennis. Then you'll have all of southwest Montana to explore. This is a family-friendly event, so strollers, walkers, and kids are completely welcome. All in all, it's a fantastic way to spend a Saturday in southwest Montana. Next up is the Resolution Run 5K held in Missoula in January. Ring in the new year outside and moving. Run Wild Missoula and Runner's Edge are happy to give you the opportunity to start your new year on the right foot with the Resolution Run 5K. Brave the cold and join your fellow runners for a brisk, quick run to celebrate January the right way. Moving up to 10K, we have the YMCA Riverbank Run held in Missoula in April. Since 1972, the YMCA Riverbank Run has been a favorite springtime tradition for Missoulians. Join the run as you wind through Missoula Midtown, all while raising money and awareness for life-saving YMCA programs and services. The YMCA Riverbank Run is a family-friendly event that is open to all ages and abilities. Choose from the 1 mile, 5K, 10K, or run in all three events in the signature event, the Trifecta. Strollers and wheelchairs are welcome. Proceeds benefit the Missoula YMCA's Financial Assistance Program, which ensures that everyone can participate in Y programs and services regardless of their ability to pay. And there's the Roberts Run held in Hamilton in August. Roberts Run is a 10K, 5K, and 1 mile run walk in Hamilton, Montana. The courses are fast and fun. Stay after the race and enjoy the family-friendly festival, including refreshments and games. Additionally, you have the option to play like Robert. The fundraising event is not just a 10K run. The activity can be completed anywhere on Saturday, the day of the race. You can fish, camp, swim, hike, garden, read, cook, build, golf, bike, travel, play, anything you can think of that is active. 100% of the proceeds from Robert's Run are allocated directly to the Play Like Robert Foundation, which was started by the family of Robert Leonardi, who tragically lost his life in a hit-and-run accident, but his spirit of play still lives on through the efforts of the foundation. The Play Like Robert Foundation is a nonprofit that engages in charitable and educational activities and connects people through learning, play, and the courage to try. And now let's move up to the half marathon category with the Snow Joke Half Marathon held in Sealy Lake in February. The Snow Joke Half Marathon is a distinctive midwinter half marathon and one of Montana's oldest foot races. The first official Snow Joke was run on February 23, 1980 with 33 racers. Featured in Runner's World magazine as one of America's perfect half marathons, today Snow Joke draws hundreds of runners from all across Montana and the western United States who enjoy this popular and scenic race. Plus, you can bring your dog. Average high temperature in nearby Missoula is 41 degrees and record lows have dipped well below zero. The race organizers hold this event regardless of conditions, so participants should come prepared for the weather. Now in its 44th year, the Snow Joke retains as much of its original character as law and decorum permits. From a gifted few, there are notably fast times, and for others, it's an invigorating ordeal. Next is Run to the Pub, held in Bozeman in March. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day with a run that starts and finishes in front of Pub 317 in downtown Bozeman and winds through the sights of the town itself. Each runner and walker receives a long-sleeve shirt, a finisher's medal that doubles as a bottle opener, a reusable drawstring bag, a signature pint glass, a pint of beer at the finish line, chip timing, and an awesome after-party on Main Street. But if that's still not enough for you, how about a chance to win a trip to Dublin, Ireland? That's right, Run to the Pub is the only race in America that sends a few lucky registered runners or walkers to take part in the Dublin Marathon. So put on your green running gear and get ready to join the party. Next is Glacier Half Marathon, held in East Glacier in June. Come run this challenging but epically rewarding point-to-point half marathon with some seriously stunning views. The course runs along the eastern border of Glacier National Park. You'll climb for the first 5 miles and then it's all downhill from there. Along the way, you'll be rewarded with incredible views of Glacier National Park and the prairies at its base as you climb Looking Glass Hill. You'll gaze at 2 Medicine Lake during miles 5 through 8, and you'll finish on the front lawn of the beautiful and historic Glacier Park Lodge. This is a point-to-point paved uphill with an elevation gain of 1,235 feet with a generous 4-hour cutoff allowing for walkers as well. The race is a zero-waste race, so all 8 stations are cup-free, requiring all runners to bring a reusable water bottle, collapsible cup, or hydration pack. If you're ready to move up to the full marathon, let's start with the Missoula Marathon held in Missoula in June. The Missoula Marathon course is a flat, fast, certified Boston qualifier. The marathon course does have a hill at the halfway point, but what goes up must come down. The course is a point-to-point beginning with a scenic route through the countryside and finishing in historic downtown Missoula. The marathon course is well marked with both cones and arrows on the road. You'll notice every mile is marked on the road with 8-foot-tall mile markers. If a marathon's not in the cards, there's also a half marathon, 5K, and a beer run. Participants in the full and half marathon receive a tech shirt, gear bag, finisher's medal, and free race photos. Next, we have the Governor's Cup held in Helena in June. Sometimes all it takes to start a fire is a little spark. That's the thought behind the Governor's Cup road races, which are held annually on the second Saturday in June. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana presents the annual event in Helena to provide people with a fun and festive opportunity to celebrate the benefits of exercise and healthy lifestyle choices with their friends and neighbors. The Governor's Cup Marathon course is a point-to-point 26.2-mile adventure, a Boston qualifier, starting about 3 miles southwest of Jefferson City near the mining ghost town of Wicks. It features a moderate downhill start in a beautiful rural setting. Runners will encounter a demanding section of hills from miles 16 to 20 and will face Cardiac Hill at the start of mile 24. This marathon isn't your run-of-the-mill course designed to make qualifying for Boston easy, but if you lock up a qualifier here, you certainly will be set up to run extremely well in Beantown or wherever your running takes you next. All finishers in the full, half, 10K, and 5K receive a finisher's medal. Next, we have the Queen Bee Montana Marathon held in Billings in April. The Queen Bee Montana Marathon isn't just for the ladies. Everyone is welcome to come take on the challenge. The marathon course is a certified Boston qualifier. The race starts in Moult, Montana at the community center and travels from the open prairie to Montana's urban center of Billings. While the first 10 miles feature some rolling hills, the final 16 treat you to a loss of 1,000 vertical feet. The half marathon has been selected by RRCA as the Montana State Championship race. All races finish at Pioneer Park, where you can meet up with your hive to enjoy a fun, ramped-up vendor area, refreshments, music, door prizes, and awards. Great swag, amazing finisher gifts, wicked fun. Come fly with the hive. If you're looking for a scenic trail race, Montana has you covered. We'll start with the Yellowstone Half Marathon and 5K held in Yellowstone in June. Looking for a stunning trail race with views of the forest and the wildlife that call it home? Look no further than this destination race. The course featured a looped dirt trail, rough rocky terrain, and an elevation gain of 582 feet. The race is a zero-waste race, so all 8 stations are cup-free, requiring all runners to bring a reusable water bottle, collapsible cup, or hydration pack. The race has a 4-hour time limit, which is plenty of time for walkers to participate. Come push yourself to the finish line while enjoying the views of one of America's most scenic national parks. Next up is the Ed Anaker Bridger Ridge Run, held in Bozeman in August. The Ed Anaker Bridger Ridge Run is one of the most technical trail runs in the United States. In 2012, Runner's World magazine named the Ridge Run one of its top 31 trail races in the country, giving it the title of Most Raw Exposure. In 2013, Outside Online named the Ridge Run one of its top 10 bucket list trail runs in the world. The Ridge Run is 19.65 miles of brutal climbing and descending, complete with unstable footing, unpredictable weather, and of course, miles of exposure along the ridge line of Bridger Mountain Range. Do you think you have what it takes to be one of the 250 runners allowed every year? And finally, there's the Hiawatha Trail Run held in Taft in June. Choose between 10K, 15K, 25K, or 50K distance options along the scenic Hiawatha Trail. Run through historic railroad tunnels by headlight. This race has it all. Breathtaking tunnels, trestles, and waterfalls, great swag and finishers food. It's well organized with great support. Runners receive soft feel tech finisher shirts, custom medals, back to nature swag, and finishers food. So there you go, the most highly recommended races in the state of Montana as suggested by runners just like you. Have you run any of these races before? Are there any of these that are going to be on your list from now on? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions for races in our next state, which is Nebraska, you can drop those in the comments as well. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the channel. Just click that subscribe button below. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it keeps you up to date on all the running content I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so glad you could join me. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I'll see you later.